Hey, how's it going? I hope you're doing fantastic. My name's Sam, and this is My Leaves, and today I want to talk about this fantastic plant, the Thaumatophyllum, also known as the Tree Philodendron. This beautiful plant is known by a lot of names. Most commonly would be the split-leaf philodendron, the tree philodendron, just Philodendron Bipinnatifidum. But this plant, regardless of all those names, was actually reclassified about 2 years ago, and its proper name now is the Thaumatophyllum Bipinnatifidum. Kind of interesting that it was reclassified. I personally don't care what name it is. It's a gorgeous plant. So how are you going to care for something like this? Let's talk about all the good stuff: light, water, soil. So with light, you really want to give this guy some beautiful, bright, indirect light. Best thing for him would probably be to be right in front of a eastern window, so it's getting maybe a little bit of that morning sun and then just beautiful filtered light throughout the rest of the day. A plant like this could also be placed in sort of a northern facing window where it might get either no sun and just that sort of filtered light, or maybe gets a little bit of evening sun. That's okay too. This kind of plant can handle a little soft light morning or evening, but if you try to put this somewhere where it gets harsh, direct sun during the hot hours of the day, you're going to notice that the leaves are going to take on some burn marks. So if you've already noticed that, if your leaves have taken on burn marks, pull your plant away from the light source, or you can also put up a sheer curtain, and that will give it beautiful diffuse light as well. So there's lots of options. If you can only put a plant like this in a western facing window, it's okay, put up a sheer curtain, you're good. Let's talk about water. With water for this guy, it's super easy. All you have to do is make sure that every time you water him thoroughly. So that means that you're seeing water come all the way out of the bottom of your pots, and then you're waiting until the top of the soil is just dry to the touch. You can even just look at it and it looks kind of dry. All right, give him a water. That's really all you got to do. I find that these guys really aren't picky. I can wait a little longer to water with him. He doesn't seem to mind. I can use my tap water with him. He doesn't need filtered or rainwater, so that's great. He doesn't complain about that. So watering for him is super simple. Okay, soil. So with these guys, you want them to have just like a nice, loose, well-draining mix. Something that does still hold on to some moisture, but also allows the water to drain through. Another great tip with the Thaumatophyllum is cleaning. Clean those leaves. It's so important to keep these leaves clean from like dust and hair, things like that will fall on them, because that's just going to impede the light from getting to the beautiful leaves. Also, something that I like to do really frequently is I just take a mixture of alcohol and water, I put that on a cloth, and I'll wipe my leaves down with that, because not only am I cleaning my leaves, but I'm also checking for pests at the same time. So if I wipe a leaf with that solution and I'm seeing a rusty color on there, I know there's pests. I know there's something going on and I need to take a closer look. But if I'm cleaning all the leaves down and all the stems down and it keeps coming back clean, we're good. So that's just something that I like to do regularly to not only clean my leaves, but also help reduce any pests that I might have. With pests on this one, I would say for the most part it's pest-free, although I have seen scale on him before, and I'm sure he's susceptible to things like spider mites and mealybugs. I haven't personally seen them on my plants, but I'm sure that this plant is susceptible to that. When this plant grows, it grows up, and it kind of establishes this amazing tree trunk. As the leaves fall off, they get what they call scars on the trunk, which sort of look like these big white eyes all over the trunk. It actually gives it an amazing visual texture. Mine's still a little too young for that. He'll grow. And as he grows, he will naturally lose his older leaves. So that's totally natural if that's happening to you. Don't worry about it. If you want more of this plant, or perhaps your friend has one and you would like one for free, you can propagate this plant. I would say that the best way to propagate is off of the little side shoots that it produces. It literally produces just little baby plants around it, and you can take those off with a little bit of root, repot them, and they'll be good to go. That's actually how I got my Thaumatophyllum. So overall, this plant, I highly recommend this plant. It's great for beginners. and anybody else, because it's a super, super easy care plant, not really too many problems. And once you put this plant into any room, it instantly becomes amazing and tropical. And like I'm just sitting under it right now and I feel amazing. So get yourself a Thaumatophyllum. You will love it. That's about it. I really hope this has been helpful for you. My name is Sam, this is Mind the Leaves, and I hope you're taking care of your plants and yourself.